Well, hello. This is the Glenridge Minute for Tuesday and Wednesday, August 4th and 5th. Here's what's happening at the Glenridge. The big news here is that the mystery of the big orange umbrella is about to be solved. Some astute Glenridgers have noticed the upside-down umbrella hanging in the thistle stop. Other astute folks have noticed the 7 areca palms that have been interspersed throughout the tables. And some folks spied the big sailcloths hanging in midair. All these things, combined with the cafe lights strung around, are creating something new and exciting. Starting Tuesday, August 4th, you will be able to eat in our terrace dining room area, also known as the Thistle Stop. During the day, you can stop by for coffee, play mahjong with friends, work with a partner in duplicate bridge, but then at 4 p.m. the room will get reset and will function as a dining space for our members. Now, I do want to warn you about seeing something strange in the coming weeks. Many of your favorite team members will be wearing some very strange masks because we are having a contest, a mask up. Our human resource department is sponsoring this mask up contest. So don't be worried if you see this, or this, or this, or even this. We're just trying to have a little fun with our mask. Now it's time for a question and answer segment we call Questions and Answers. Today's guests are Glenridge CEO Jim Cater.
I'd like to talk to you today about independent living member testing. Just let my hair down for a minute. I feel at times pretty anxious about the coronavirus. I know the emergency orders from the governor and the guidance that we are all told to follow. I know those, and they all make sense, and they're understandable. But then I start getting anxious about the thought of how I really feel about being afraid that one of my loved ones might get it, or even myself. Wondering after taking the required staff test if this will be the time that I come back positive. I feel sadness about the fact that I know we have members who are doing their very best to follow the rules, but they're missing their loved ones in the Carroll Center or the Highlands or the Isle of Skye, and knowing how important seeing them in person is, to talk to them, to comfort them, to listen to them, to touch them, or to hug them. I get some pretty heart-rendering messages about this, asking if there's anything we can do. So testing comes up. I really wonder about the importance and value of testing and how accurate it really is, candidly. I understand the desire to want to be tested, just to know I don't have it. Sometimes it seems to me that all this testing causes more stress and fear for the unknown, and more fear because of the increased number of cases being reported across the state. The good news is Sarasota's improving. So what I'm saying here is the vulnerability we all feel at times can be overwhelming. I've received very thoughtful comments about offering COVID testing to members. in independent living. And I have shared these comments and thoughts with our board of directors as well as our departmental directors. And I want you each to know that we take your comments seriously and we're very sensitive to the importance of them. We're trying to figure out exactly how to do this and what to do. We are working to do what we can under the current CDC and government regulations and the guidance, multiple guidance, the unfolding guidance that seems to come every other day to help address them, and also being as innovative as we can to help meet the needs that we can while we wait to get hopefully more relaxation on regulations from the governor's office and ACA as well. So as the availability of testing kits has imported, we are now able to put together a process for independent living members who wish to be tested and who are asymptomatic at the Glenridge. So I've asked Christina, because you haven't heard from Christina, I've asked Christina to address some of the questions and the answers that we have come up with that will help you to understand what we're thinking about doing and planning to do.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to go through some questions and answers with you regarding the COVID testing here at the Glenridge. Can you, the members, get tested? We are currently working on a process and schedule to offer testing to all independent members. It's our hope to have everything in place and scheduled for the week of August 31st. Once the process has been determined, you will receive additional detailed information through written communication. We will offer testing to asymptomatic independent members. However, if you have symptoms, you should self-quarantine immediately and call the Living Well Clinic so an appointment can be made for you to get tested in your home through the clinic. How can you participate, and is there a charge? Members will be asked to bring their insurance information and sign up for testing at the concierge desk once the detailed information provided to members. The concierge will need to make a copy of your insurance card for the lab to bill your insurance. Laboratory testing for COVID-19 is covered by Medicare in most insurance plans. It's important to note that there may be additional charges to you depending on coverage offered by non-Medicare plans. Once signed up, your information will be loaded into the lab system and you'll be notified for a testing date and time. Who will conduct the test? Testing will be done in the MAC room by our Glenridge staff. Your test specimens will be sent to Access Lab. Test results can be expected in 3 to 4 days. You will be notified of your results directly from the lab. How is the test conducted? The test is a swab test where swabs are taken from the nose and from the throat. This is the most accurate test available and also the most invasive test. Please be prepared. Is this testing required? No, independent members are not required to have COVID-19 tests. The test will be offered for members who wish to have one. What if you're experiencing symptoms and are concerned that you may have been exposed to the test being offered in the MAC room or in between testings? If you're experiencing symptoms, call your healthcare provider or the Living Well Clinic. The clinic can conduct testing to members who have symptoms in their home. The nurse practitioner will provide follow-up care and monitor your health. What should you do if you receive a positive test result? If you receive a positive test, immediately self-quarantine and call the Living Well Clinic or follow-up care with your healthcare provider. If it's determined you'd like to use the Living Well Clinic, The nurse practitioner will follow up on your plan of care, and you can receive future tests in your home. You can expect to self-quarantine until you are asymptomatic and receive 2 negative tests. Stay safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, and social distance. We're all in this together. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jim and Christina. Our ice cream cart has been a big success, but we are rearranging the times a little bit. Today, we put out a flyer in your cubby and a new slide on channel 195 with all the important info. 2:15 to 2:45 in the Thistle Stop for the east and west wings. 3:05 to 3:15 Cypress Building. 3:20 to 3:30 Oaks Building. 3:35 to 3:45 Palm Building. 3:50 to 3:55 corner of Kilmorey Way and Culzine for all you Kilmorey Way folks. 4 o'clock to 4:05 corner of Drumcastle Parkway and Brody Court for that half of the West Enders, and from 4:10 to 4:15 the corner of Drumcastle Parkway and Tantalon Court for the remaining West Enders. There will be plenty of cones, cups, sandwiches, popsicles, etc., just at a slightly different times on Wednesday afternoon. Now, our birthdays this coming week include Judy Brielmeyer, Stephen Blackledge, Francis Cox, Catherine Dente, Barbara Fasano, Frank Fasano, Charlotte Held, Nell Martin, and Zona Starks. Happy birthday to you all. Today's fun hat is on loan from Judy Papalia. Thank you for the loan of your Kentucky Derby chapeau. As always, if you need anything, please call Member Life at 552-5298. Remember, it's up to all of us to get out of the house and flourish while keeping our campus COVID-free. So grab your mask, wash your hands, and say hello to a friend. Bye-bye.